Hello everyone, it's me Max23 and welcome back to the Final Fantasy VI Tea Edition. 99 Tales tell of a party who has endured and conquered many trials. Before them now stands the ultimate. With those heroes, 100th legend be the one which forever cements them as true ultimaniacs, worthy of finaling this fantasy. So sit back and enjoy. Holy moly guys, welcome back to the Final Fantasy VI Tea Edition, and if I'm correctly informed, this is episode 100, holy shit. So we've been doing this for 100 episodes already, I cannot believe it. Yeah, quite the trip up until now. We are currently fighting Ultima, we are trying to beat what apparently is the strongest enemy in the entire game. So yeah, we already did run into some difficulties. She is a slow starter, Ultima, but she really becomes dangerous further into the fight. So yeah, and that's where like my strategies go down the drain basically. And yeah, you can already see I did revise my strategy already. We have Terra in the party. And it is time for some of the vacuous strategies I have figured out by now. Let's take a look at her status. Okay, we have Terra here. Terra and Celis both have interesting stuff going for them. Because Terra, if you take a close look at her stats, she has 102% magic evade. I have no clue how that affects the battle. I still do believe that Ultima mostly uses magical attacks, but I'm not sure to what extent those attacks can be avoided. If I have 102% magic evade, that should theoretically mean, based on the blank values here, on those naked values here, that should theoretically mean that I just block, that Terra blocks every magic attack that is targeted at her. I'm not sure if Ultima has some attacks that cannot be avoided. If she has, then tough luck. But theoretically, that should greatly boost my survivability. Terra also has 230 magic defense, which is pretty high. Her normal defense is basically non-existent. But yeah, very interesting stuff here. I show you how I did this in a second, but let's take a look at Celis first. So Celis has something similar going on for her, because if you look at the stats, you can see she has 255 magic defense, and 255 is the highest stat you can get in any of those categories here. That is very interesting, because if I'm correctly informed, in some Final Fantasy games, I think some of the very old ones, like the very first ones, like 1, 2, 3 or so, like, if you are able to reach 255 magic defense, that renders you immune against all magic. I recall something like that. It might also have been a different RPG I've been thinking about, but I'm fairly certain in some Final Fantasy game, if you have 255 magic defense, which is the highest value, you are just strictly immune against magic. So I'm gonna attempt that as well. I wonder how much damage like gets reduced or so. Ultima also has like some stuff that ignores defense, I think, so I need to look out for that. But it's something I want to try. I want to see how like that affects the battle. So those are like some wacky strategies here, but I want to see how they fare against Ultima. That's something that really interests me. Terra also can go Esper form, so her defenses are even higher than, should also much higher than Celis's then. We will see how that works out. Otherwise, we still have Edgar. Edgar's still the same, and we also still have Go-Go. Let's check equipment here, because we have interesting equipment. So, Terra has Lightbringer, Force Shield, Cat Ear Hood, and the Force Armor. As you can see, completely orientated towards magic evasion and magic defense. And what pushes her over the edge here, and that's the funny thing, is 2 imp tokens. I still had those imp tokens. I tested imps already off screen. I wanted to know what imps do. Normally in the base game, imp is basically the status that is taught in this. So when you are under imp status, you cannot use magic or special commands. This seems to be different here. It seems more like Iriskin, the Moogle suit, or the... I think it's only the Moogle suit, like the Moogle suit here. Let me show you, where's the Moogle suit? It must be here somewhere. Like something like the Moogle suit transforms into Moogle. It's just the skin and does not actually affect the character. That's the impression I got. Might actually be that it like reduces like stats like behind the scenes or so, but yeah, 2 tokens are enough to push her over the edge with magic evade. You can see that's quite a lot magic evade she gets from one of those tokens. And yeah, if she has 100 magic evade and can avoid all of the magic, then that should also theoretically mean that she can avoid everything that imposes negative statuses on her, I think. We will see how that works. I want to see how all of that reacts to one another. I want to see like how all of that works. Yeah, Celis still has Molulus. She has Soul of the Dead, you could already see if you were paying close attention. Soul of the Dead. Soul of the Dead is something that raises like all stats. It turns her undead, which is a huge downside. I may not allow her to die then. Because I cannot revive her. It reduces magic evade quite a bunch, as you can see. If I equip anything else, it goes up to 69, so it's minus 50 magic evade, Soul of the Dead. But it does boost magic defense by quite a bunch. And like I said, I wanted to try what 255 magic defense is like. Because like I said, there are some special things going on in some Final Fantasy games, I think. So yeah, I wanted to check that out as well. Cell has Ragnarok, Force Shield, Cathood, and Force Armor. I could actually switch something for Ragnarok. Wait a second. Randall, what does Save the Queen do? Auto Protect, Cover, Auto Regen, it's Comet. Nah. Anything more interesting here, maybe? I could give her Soul Eater, Rasp. Nah. The thing is, I initially gave her Ragnarok because it gives Auto Shell, but Force Armor also does that, so I'm not sure what I should change here. I think I just keep it like that, to be honest. More speed would be nice, more magic evade as well. Atma Weapon as well. Atma Weapon? Atma Weapon, maybe. I think I keep the stats from Ragnarok. I think the stats are more important here, maybe. Okay, Edgar's still the same. I think I also gave him a Force Shield and a Force Armor now. That's what I did. I want to go full magic defense here. Grand Helmet gives him HP, so that's important. And Gaugo also still the same. I think I literally did not change anything here. It should be noted that I do not have the Hero Shield equipped. Hero Shield just simply does not fit in. I don't need the magic, the elemental nullification from the Hero Shield, I guess. That's something that's not all that important for this fight. So I'm going for the highest magic defense in general. He also has 232 magic defense and 61 evade, which is also pretty good. But yeah, normally evade is 0, which is funny. But yeah, relic-wise, those two also still have the same. I think I gave Edgar a ribbon, so I did change something, never mind. I gave Edgar a ribbon, and also gave Gaugo a ribbon. He does no longer have Floral Fellow. That's something I want to give to Celis, because like I said, she's not allowed to die, and maybe if she has high HP, she can survive better. Once again, looking at the 255 magic defense, not sure what it does, we will figure out. Oh yeah, those are the Becky strategies I want to try now. She does not have an Esper yet. I want to go with Bahamut, actually. I also don't have the gem box, by the way. Gem box is also something I do not have. Bahamut should be good. Ignores Death, yeah. Yeah, I think that's good. We could also get Phoenix. Phoenix or Ashura is something I don't want to have on him right now. I think I want to have it this way. You get Ashura, you get Seraph, maybe. Seraph might be good. Yeah, that might be good. Yeah. I think that's fine. Okay. And Edgar gets Phoenix for emergencies. I used to have Golem. Is Golem all that important? Like, Golem is kind of important because that further reduces my need of physical defense and stuff, so I think I want to keep him like this. Good. Reflect also does not help me, I think, so yeah, let's go. Oh boy, let's see. One of the more critical attacks, of course, is Perfect Ultima. That's probably the most critical attack she does. Like I said in the last episode already, I can defend against that and raise my defenses. That's what defense does. Who would have guessed? But that might also like push me over the edge so that I can survive that. So yeah, I will try to implement that into the fight. That's always something I try, of course. No guarantees though, and ouch, 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 ouch. Still trying to avoid that, but I cannot. Duppy, duppy. That was unnecessary. Like, that one tie you cannot avoid. I think you cannot. Ouch, 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 ouch. That's always fun to me, sorry. The saddest in me is satisfied now, don't worry. Going the wrong direction as punishment. Okay. Back at it. Okay, of course need to heal, need to equip Floral Fellow. Was down here somewhere, right? Yeah, Floral. Gives you more speed, that's nice. Look at that, it's a huge boost, I like that. Anything else I want to do? Of course I want to heal. And Edgar does that. Also still haven't figured out what the music here is. I could quickly do that, actually. Actually not, I think it will take too long, because I need to go through like a brief piece of music or so. My MP consumption will be higher than usual, because I don't have anything that halves MP consumption here. I'm just gonna do this, because why not? And yeah, I think we are ready to fight. Once again, Ashura, Seraph, Phoenix, yeah. I think we are ready to go. Let's see how this works. It would be amazing if you could defeat Ultima in this episode, episode 100. Like, that's the entire thing. Like, that's what the entire thing has been lined up to, up until this point. Like, this is the peak of T Edition right now. Would be nice if you could do this in this episode. If I cannot defeat her, by the way, I still have some other options I could do. And suddenly she speaks in Old English. Okay, let's see. Edgar should still have haste. No, he doesn't. Never mind. Okay, that was already a block. Nice. Oh, she takes them. Why does she has? Because she has Cattyhod. Whoops. Okay, she slowly will succumb to her stuff here. I think I'm gonna morph immediately. Look at tear out the Kappa for a second there. That was funny. You can cast Ashura. That was kind of pointless to go Esper immediately, but okay. Oh, both of them have image, which is nice. Seraph will just kill you, by the way. That's a glorious idea to have that. Also, I'm just realizing that's not nice. Runic is gonna sabotage me with Terra here. He just cast Meteor, yeah. Let's see how Meteor does. Edgar, you need to jump again. Do you want to mimic that? I'm not sure. 3000. I don't think you want. Was a good one. Nice. Reflect on yourself. No, on me. Yeah, forget about that. Yeah. Grand Trine again. I think that already takes care of the first 32,000. I'm still not sure in like what order she does her stuff here. Like what triggers her and whatnot. They stopped Celis. Also dealt a huge amount of damage. I need to use death on her. Yes, death. We don't have death. Yes, death, 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 death. You have reflect. No, you don't have reflect. You are just strange. Death heals her. Do not forget about that. Yeah. It also knocks her out. No, not out of. You know what? Think you can do with an elixir right now? Can he still jump? Yeah, okay, he can still jump. That might be also something. I might want to jump on all my characters. Let's see what happens here. I'm talking too much. Okay, huge damage, and Terra does not avoid that. Okay. That's an interesting piece of information. Also, Cells might be done for. Yeah, she cannot survive that. Okay, I'm pretty sure I cannot revive her right now. I think I cannot. So 255 magic defense is not all that good if I have like such heavy downsides. Yeah, she just blocks that, yeah. Okay, not too good. Frequency is annoying. That's actually very bad for him here. Level halved, yeah. Wave Cannon. Now is a bad time to do that. But Terra nice. Terra does exactly what she should do here. Namely avoiding that. Nice. Okay, that's a huge decrease in damage here. For Edgar, okay. Defend, that was bad, okay. I want to see what happens. Okay, now we all defended. I think that's also something I can while the text appears, so that's something I can basically do anytime. Let's see what happens. Perfect Ultima. Still kind of eradicates me, okay. So defend does nothing against that, okay. That's a problem. Terra also did not avoid that with magic evasion. Okay, we try something else. I have a different idea as well. But I think I might want to do a cut for that because I need to do a lot of menuing and stuff. But I have another idea. Magic evasion. I couldn't really see much of it. I'm not sure how that fares. I definitely need to rethink Celis. Terra was kind of okay. It would also be nice if she could dual cast, to be honest. Yeah, I will rethink things again and then I will show you. Okay, new strategy. We try to utilize a jump more often and at critical points in the fight. So, we have still the same party here, but with different equipment. I did shuffle some stuff around here and did make some assessments. Not 200. 200. Yeah, okay, let's start with that. 255 magic defense, wasn't really like super good. Like it did reduce damage, sure, but not by an amount that I would say, yeah, that's totally worth it. So yeah, 255 magic defense is something I'm not going for anymore. 100 magic evade is nice. Like not super nice, but it is nice. So I thought, yeah, let's go for approximately 100 magic evade. Terra has 82 and Cells has 74. I think that should still be pretty high. Like it still means spells can hit like 18% of the time, or in Cells' case, 26% of the times. But I think that's reduced enough that it makes a huge difference. I think that's worthwhile. On top of that, they have stuff that grants them auto-regen, auto-shell, which is important. And yeah, Terra also has the hero shield now, because that also increases HP. Cells has Maximilian, once again, because HP. Ragnarok in her case gives her auto shell, so those two have like more defense overall. Cool, Edgar is still the same, and Gogo has the Fiend Hood now instead of the Lambent Head, because I don't need the increased physical, not physical, the increased elemental resistances from the Lambent Head. I need more MP with him. I think that's more important. Like, considering what I get out of those two pieces of head gear here, I think Fiend is better in that case. And relic-wise, I did go for a hybrid build here now. Terra has the gem box. I did get the impression last fight that I want to use the gem box with her. She also has the imp token still, because that just gives nice all-around boosts, most importantly magic evade here. Celis is similar, but instead of the gem box, she has Dragoon boots. Like I said, I want to use a jump at critical points when she uses Perfect Ultima or so. That way I can hopefully avoid that, because jumps still go through even if she says her text, or if she is like before, or like in the moment before she casts it. Because other stuff does not go through anymore, but I can still jump. Like, jump has very weird properties where I can like almost always immediately jump once I input it, which is very interesting. I don't have to wait for anything there. And imp token once again for general stats. Edgast has Brave Ring and Ribbon. Yeah, good stuff. And Gaugo also has the Dragoon boots now. So I have 3 characters that can jump, Celis, Edgar, Gaugo. I did also consider switching someone in who also can jump, with Gungnir, but I would need a merit award for that. Gungnir is just a weapon Edgar can wield. But that's also something I might want to try. I might also, like if that fails, I might want to go for a more offensive approach rather than a defensive one. Like with 2 Gungnir users and like some more aggressive spellcasting. That might be something that could work out then. But for now, let's settle with this. We have Dragoon now, that's not the right thing. You quickly need Muludu again. But yeah, we did already see Imp doesn't do anything. We didn't really see it, but the fact that Terra could transform should already tell you that Imp is not all that devastating here. I think it's just the skin and does nothing else. It just provides good stats to the Imp token. I also, by this point, believe there is now specific Imp gear, like the Reed Cloak or the Saucer and stuff. Or the Imp Partisan. And the last thing was, while we're at it, is... Good question, actually. Reed Cloak, Saucer, Imp Partisan. A Tortoise Shield. Tortoise Shield. Tortoise Shield, I think, in the base game is generally pretty nice, not only for Imp builds, because I think it just has good stats. I think mostly physically orientated, if I recall correctly. But we don't have anything like that here. Or maybe somewhere like hidden in like one enemy that I need to track down and steal from. But I haven't found it. Who knows? So, third attempt almost. It's still a long way to go. Let's go this way around now. And not step through the fire. That's something I could have already done, but I wanted to explain my strategies to you guys while I'm at it. still like this room though. This room is nice. Wrong direction. Okay, we are here again. Doopy. Relics. Alright, let's go for equipment. You had a Dragoon. I also don't have ribbons equipped, by the way, on Celis and Terra because I still hope her magic evasion will make it so that they just avoid elemental stuff. So let's hope for the best. Dragoon boots there. But you can tell I'm generally more defensive all around. Okay. Let's go for it. Human. So I like the stutter there. So this is Ultima. Yeah. They are so in all the characters here. I think the first time around when I spoke to her, I pronounced it as Odin the Sea King, which of course doesn't make sense, but Odin the Sea King and the Dragon King, like Odin, Leviathan, and Bahamut. I like that she refers to them by their titles. Odin is just Odin. But okay. Let's see. the two imps. Okay, that's the physical stuff, of course. That's stuff I don't like. Golem, Terra, X-Magic, 1 Curaga, 1 Hastegar for the party. Edgar's gonna wait again. I'm still not sure what level question mark or reflect question mark does. I think that does something if I have... Hello? Could you? Okay. I think that does something if I actually had reflect on me, but not like this. I think that might also tell me that like reflect is something that is like wrong to have in this fight. Okay, you jump. Nice block. Like, that's the only part where physical evasion is better. We triple, quadruple, nice. That was super good. You can also morph. I think being morphed here is generally better. I think I also can maintain it for the duration of the battle. I think it's time for Runic. Edgar, jump again. Nice block. Golem, let's go. I cast Golem again just to make sure it's still up. I don't want to cast anything right now, I want to stay put. Atomic Ray, we absorb that. Come on, fast. Nice, okay. Edgar is supposed to be the main damage dealer here. They rune again, once again Golem. Golem should also still be up, I don't need to cast him again. Oh, wait a second, you have Dragoon boots, but you cannot... yeah, that's funny, of course. Oh, he's stopped, that's bad. I can get rid of stop by dispelling him, but I would need to apply haste again as well. No, I'm stupid. Yeah. Nice one. Yeah, okay. yeah. Like I said, by using Runic I sabotage myself. That's the thing. Okay, we do get Ultimate, but we do absorb that simply. That means you're gonna dispel Edgar here. Terra also has a turn. Curaga and haste him, please. Okay, still looking good. But yeah, Dragoon boots on Gogo are pointers. that doesn't do anything. I would need the attack command for that. I think it's your time to actually use an X-Ether on Terra, because I'm not sure how much MP she already used. X-Ether. You can Runic again. Ouch. Oh, Golem is no longer up. Golem, why is Golem gone? A triple. Nice one. Whatever that is again, I forgot about it. Oof. But yeah, stop is really an argument to have auto haste, so I can maintain it. Wave cannon, Celis and no, only. But Gogo does, nice. Not blue magic, Golem. Damn it. That's bad. Double ruin as well. Oh, wow. That is very bad. Terra gets a turn, but she cannot do anything. Gonna wait here right now. If you ask me, that's not gonna work here right now. Flare Star, nope. That's something they cannot even avoid. Yeah. Don't have enough for a rise anymore. Perfect. Wave Cannon again. Edgar dies again. I'm done for. Wow, we both die. Never mind. Didn't even make it to perfect Ultima. Nice. So much for that. Okay. Then I guess let's be more aggressive. One cut again, and I make a very aggressive build. Okay. If Ultima wants to play that way, I will play with her. That way. Okay guys, I rallied the most aggressive party I could muster, and it looks like this. We have Terra, Gao, Edgar, Umaru. Okay, Umaru needs to be in the front row. And yeah, the idea here is just go full on Unga Bunga mode and unleash everything onto Ultima that I have. Mostly physically though, which is kind of surprising. I thought I had more magical capabilities, but apparently at this stage physical stuff is starting to get better. But yeah, let me show what I've got here. So Terra is the only magic user in the party. She has a Wizard Rod for more magic attack, and otherwise the stuff that is most suited for some defense. But she has all important stuff, like every character has some has like the most important stuff that benefits their strength, and what like remains is mostly defensive. That's the general idea here. So Wizard Rod gives her the magic attack up, and the other stuff is then more defensive. Once again, Hero Shield for my HP, Cat Hood for Regen, Force Armor for Auto Shell. And Gao does not have anything because he has Mulu Sham, but you will see the same as Edgar. Edgar has Gungnir, Force Shield, Royal Crown, Maximilian. He is one of those jumpers that I have. The other one is supposed to be Gao. But like I said, I need Mulu Sham away first. I need to get Merit Award on again. But I do that once I arrive at Ultima. And so basically those two spend the entire fight just jumping and hoping they avoid all damage and just dish out huge amounts of damage. And then we have Umaru. Umaru is the dual wielder with Atma weapon. So he has amazingly high HP. He has like 8000 HP, which should boost Atma weapon to insane heights, hopefully. And yeah, he dishes out damage like crazy, hopefully, with offering Epos Bracer as well. And yeah, let's just hope that works. So he just attacks, those two basically just attack. Terra tries to barrage Ultima with magic and tries to keep the party alive. And yeah, that's the idea. Relics, by the way, we have Gembox Hermes for Terra, we have Merit Award Hermes for Gao, Brave Ring, Wind Corsage for Edgar, and Apple's Bracer Offering for Umaru. So Umaru's also the only one who does not have Auto Haste. I'm going for Auto Haste here, no status protection, because ideally I will never see that. Let's just hope so. Cool. S-Boss, of course, are also not very important under those circumstances. Edgar and Gao spend most of the time in the air, and they cannot summon that way. And Terra has Jambox, cannot summon. Umaru can summon, but has limited HP. I think I gave Golem to Umaru, so he can at least raise some good defenses, hopefully. But I think I would like to mostly rely on Blink now. I dual cast Blink on Terra and Umaru. The other two do not matter. Ouch, ouch. Always getting burnt there. Once again, I did not... guys, I forgot to go the way again. I could spare you all of this, but apparently I like to torture you. Which is only mildly true, but it's true nonetheless. Otherwise I wouldn't put my videos on YouTube. If I did not enjoy to torture you in the most sadistic way possible. You know? Just every sentence I mutter is a direct attack against your soul. Yeah. Cool, here, first of all, Relics Merit Award. Merit Award. I can find it. I can never get used to the order of the inventory here. If only, like, the order in general is, like, totally screwed up. I think in base FF6 to FFX, nice. But FF6, I think the order is also completely strange here. Like, it would make sense if, like, pendants were, like, under one category and then, like, the capes follow, but nope, we have pendant, cave, bracelet, shoes, pendant, bracelet, pendant, ring. You know? Okay, and like I said, he also has Gungnir. He also gets a Force Shield at the very bottom. He gets the Fiend Hood, and he also gets a Force Armor. Like I said, he has all the offensive stuff, so the rest of the stuff is just purely defensive. I could use... for once, maybe that gives me some luck. And get this, okay. In case you're interested, S-bars are the following: Ashura for Terra, cannot use, Seraph for Gao for emergencies, Phoenix for Edgar for emergencies, I have never used that one, and Golem. Cool. One thing I could quickly try. Vanish. I hope Ruin misses that way, that would be nice, let's just see what it does. Like, she primarily uses Ruin for the first couple of turns, and it appears to be physical, so... yeah, let's see. Maybe I can avoid one. Dragon King, Odin, what help us? Yeah, come on. I'm gonna join you, but first of all I kill you. Ultima is a worthy final boss, so to speak. Like, kind of a final boss for this. One thing I also don't know if it, like, extends beyond the phase I've already seen. Like, if there's an even more perfect Ultima. X-Magic. Ruin, let's go. Haste for him, and also Blink. Blink. A huge jump as well. You attack. That's just what happens. You tackle. That's the absolutely worst move you could do. Atomic Ray. Okay, there we go. That's minor damage. But our Vanish is gone now. I also need to make sure that he is topped off, Umaru. I think 6,800 is still fine, though. Let's summon Golem. That should also not do much. Terra can also transform, I forgot about that. Nice, triple, quadruple, nice. Nice. Morph. Jump. Kuraga and... not Dispel, let's try Flare. Okay, I'm dishing out huge amounts of damage. Umaru's not doing what he's supposed to do. And he gets punished for that by getting dispelled. Who knows, maybe it is really a fight about being fast with dishing out damage. Oh yeah, of course, he did not get healed, Umaru. Gao. 8,000 is okay. And just be purely aggressive here, nothing else. Look at this, nice. Fight is not an option. Fight is not an option, okay, attack. No, dude. That's not what you're supposed to do, come on. X-Magic again, Blink. Never mind, Kiraga. Blink, you. Jump, you can avoid that, that's nice. Ultima, okay, Umaru's dead. Terra takes that like a boss, nice. Kuraga, Edgar does not benefit from that. And it's also good. Why does it get reflected, Sandy? Did I have reflect? I did not. And I also give her blink. That's of course very nice. Seriously? Oh, come on. Yeah, she reflects me first and then herself. Okay, that still hits at least. Oh, closely. Close one. Now you attacked, damn it. Okay, Terra's done for. Gao survives. Perfect Ultima, okay. $6,500, that's survivable. She appears as though she has higher defense now. The thing is, do I want to keep jumping or do I want to make... or try to make a comeback? I try to make a comeback. Name of Rebirth. Seraph. Wait until everyone is alive again. Okay, Cloudy Heaven, that's the annoying one, but that's only like, he avoids it, even better. It goes against everyone, okay? So I practically have to be fast now, okay? Unleash everything we have, I see. That wasn't a good heal. Morph again, good jump. Holy Judgment. Meteor, I think. What happens? How much damage does it deal? I'm not sure about that. Mega Whirlwind, okay. Terra cannot do anything, that's annoying. Edgar and Gao are still kind of fine. Edgar also does not suffer from the timer here. Okay, Umaru is disabled completely. Can Edgar be the absolute MVP of this? Nice jumps, Go. That was good. Dispel, we do not care about that. The Revenger, we also do not care about that one. Wave Cannon. We do care about that one. I hope Terra survives at least. Yeah, okay. Item, Holy Water. Holy Water. For Go. Holy Water, let's go. Resets his ATB though. No, it doesn't. Jump. Jump. Elixir yourself. That was a bad idea. I should have gone for Umaru, I think. Northern Cross. Okay, Gao and Edgar are doing a great job right now. Ultima again. Okay, okay. Like I said, Gao and Edgar avoided that. Would have nice if she did throw that on Ultima now. Bad. Okay, only Edgar alive. Dispel, that's fine. He could try to revive the other party members. Holy Judgment again, I think we're done for. Because that gives me statuses now and Edgar is plagued by everything now. No, he actually is not. Why is he not? He avoids that one. Okay, that's good. That's great, actually. Jump. Gao should be Farsa. He hopefully attacks Ultima with that. I cannot make a comeback right now with, like, getting them out of zombie and stuff. That's bad, because now he can get attacked by... I got her! Edgar, you're the absolute MVP. Like, that's the strategy I wanted to do the entire game. Like, Edgar being clutch with jump. Like, that's the thing I tried the entire game, and it worked against Ultima. Holy moly. I got it. I hope she does not have, like, a second fight now. Is that it, guys? Is that it? Episode 100, we defeat Ultima. Truly impressive. I will entrust you my power to you. English? I will entrust my power to you. But never forget that that power is not yours alone. That you are only borrowing the power of the Espers and all living beings. Okay? Who cares? I beat you. No, I get what she's saying. Obtained Ultima Matricide. That is the last Esper and the strongest boss in the entire game, apparently. Cool. And music is back to normal. Everyone zombified. Edgar's the only one who's still sane. Nice. Let me quickly consider what we are doing now. I think we are just doing teleport out of here. Or we can also move out of here. But I need to get my party back to a somewhat workable state here. Okay, Gao, you equip Mululu. But my plan succeeded. Being hyper offensive was the strategy here. Like oh, music is back, nice. I think let's move. I think I was also kinda lucky. But that's also part of all of that, I think, of all of this. Because I was lucky that she was doing that. I was in like in a good jumping rhythm. I did avoid a lot of attacks by being in the air. I wonder if I also gave... Like, Umaru did not do much. I think another character would have been better. 2 jumpers were pretty good. Maybe you could also make a 3rd jumper with... And, like, replace Umaru with something more reasonable. Like, like, Mok. Mok would be the only one who can also equip spears natively. You already have one merit award with Gao here, so Mok would be the only one who can also jump. But Mok is absolutely totally underleveled for this kind of mission here, so that was not an option for me. Maybe another spellcaster, maybe Celis. Celis could have been nice. But yeah, that was good. That was good. That was a worthy fight for being like the super hyped fight in the game here. I liked that one. I still had some other options, of course. I could have done other stuff, and we still have some other stuff to do. We still need to return to the Cave of the Sealed Gate. Let's just do this because I can do it right now, because I'm the one who defeated Ultima. Okay, enough messing around. But yeah, we could have done the like other thing we still have left first, and then I could have returned maybe stronger. That certainly was an option. Nice. That certainly would have been an option. But that's always like my last resort, like leveling and stuff. And I had the feeling that it was possible, and my feeling was right. I know my Final Fantasy games. Let's quickly save before something happens at the entrance or so. I wonder what it would be, but yeah, fine. Also, while I'm here, let's just do that. I want to get some more Taina Rouges because I can equip them to all my party members with Merit Award, and it's just better than Barrier Ring if I ever have the need of like having auto wall again and region and stuff. There might be another boss fight like that. But yeah, it was enjoyable, Ultima. I guess we still had plenty of room that we could improve in order to make that fight possible. So yeah, but it's nice that I was able to beat it right now. Cool, that was the entirety of the Crystal Tower and stuff. Pretty nice new dungeon, I must say. I already did praise it. Like nothing of like now none of those fancy gimmicks like I already mentioned from like other dungeons, but well designed, I would say. Like I already praised that the room design was very different. Like no, that's the wrong direction. I did already praise that the room design was pretty distinctive based on the room. Like it did not feel like as if I just were running through the same room over and over again. And that's already important. And they even did it with just like a single tile set. Like only the rooms before Ultima were different in the Crystal Tower. Actually, they use quite a bunch of tile sets, but of course also a bunch of repeats. Like here, all the areas here in Eureka have like the same tile set, but it still looks distinctive, so yeah, nice. I also found this. That's nice. Okay, who sells me stuff here? It's you, I want to, please. For all my party members. Don't think I want anything else here. That one guy will also only sell me one of those, which is funny. Was nice that I bought some force shields, right? The shop here in general was pretty good. Could get another Minerva, but nope. Checking everything twice just to make sure. Gungnir, maybe I want another Gungnir. Only Edgar can... If I ever get another Merit Award, sure, but I doubt that will happen. And I think at the end of the day it would be pretty lame if I only had a party solely of jumpers. That would be funny, just full-on Dragoon power here. Yeah, it's nice to see that that strategy is very strong in this hack here, the multi-jump strategy. Because that's a strategy that is also, of course, strong in the base game, but it's a strategy I don't really like to use. I think there are more effective ways to... or I should rather say efficient ways to handle things in Final Fantasy VI. So it's nice to see that jumping here is really good. Like, I haven't been really able to hit the damage limit all that often, and jumping is actually one of those ways that at least come very close and hit multiple times and stuff. I still haven't seen my weapon in action, like Umaru did not use it once, which is sad, but yeah, that's still his downside. He still keeps using that stupid tackle, and I'm not sure why he does so. It's just super annoying. Who knows, maybe otherwise he would be too broken, maybe with 2 armor weapons and stuff. Wrong direction. Because if you can freely control him, he has like all those high physical stats. If you were just able to do stuff like that, he would make all the other characters redundant also. All the other physical characters. And that's why he still has this unassuming move in the form of the tackle. Oh, Labyrinth of the Ancients was also a thing. We also did go through here. It was quite big, but I liked it. It certainly was not obnoxious, absolutely not. It was nice, it was straightforward. Still diverse. I liked it. Was pretty well designed. I think encounters could have been a little bit better, especially the later ones that I encountered, the normal encounters. 4 fiends were alright, elemental archfiends. Those were alright. Like the other monster. Oh, here. Nice, thank you. That's something I gladly take. What do I want to say? Yeah, the guardians of those treasures in Eureka, those were kind of easy because I already had very strong ways to attack. But still, they served their purpose. Ariman was by far the strongest one. But yeah, nice stuff. I keep mentioning it, but I'm still a big fan that even this late into the game we still get new items we can experiment with. That's something I gladly appreciate. That we are not stuck in like one strategy now. It still evolves. It's something I find really, really nice. Very good stuff, very good stuff. I'm kind of stuck. Hello? Okay, for whatever reason I was stuck there. I couldn't move. Okay. Interesting. I'm totally going the wrong way. It feels like ages since I last was here, although it wasn't like all that long ago. Just a couple of episodes, but yeah, it just shows you how much time we did spend in here. I should probably have kept this for last, but as like the absolute finale of things, but Kefka is the finale. He will probably be super easy by this point, but I at least took a normal look at him with like normal stats and stuff, so yeah. We did get a slight impression of how that fight would be. And who knows, he might still be pretty strong. Maybe there's also something in place here like with Sephiroth in Final Fantasy VII where once I get and do certain stuff, Kefka becomes strong. I'm not sure how easy that would be to program in here. And like depending on that, if the hack creator Tsushiy did implement that, everything could be. Like I did already see a lot of impressive stuff here, so who knows? Here we're outside again. It would have been nice if I were forced to create... I'm Zetsu again, nice. It would have been nice if that was like a 3-party dungeon or so, like the Dragon's Den. But yeah, I think that would even make it even more complicated to design that dungeon, and you might even have to like create some unique mechanisms in order for like and switches for like different parties to press and stuff. I'm not sure how possible that would be, but yeah, nice. Let's quickly take a look at Ultima. Ultima's here, 250 MP. Ultimate non-elemental attack, ignores defense, so it's Bahamut but better. Yeah, it teaches Ultima, who would have guessed. Ultimate non-elemental spell, ignores death. So it's actually... Okay, that Ultima's attack is the ultimate non-elemental attack, and Ultima's the ultimate non-elemental spell. Okay, that's funny. I wonder how good it is in comparison. Like, is Ultima just Bahamut now or so? Need to try it out. One thing is for sure, I think Bahamut at this stage is redundant. Like, he got replaced by Ultima now. Was a nice time, Bahamut, but it's over. I think this space we will never fill out. This space is just left blank in order for me to like de-equip S-bars easily. which is nice. Otherwise, that would be very annoying. But yeah, what should I say? That's it. Not for the entire playthrough, but that's it for that part of the playthrough. Let's sit here next to... I cannot sit here. Let's just stay here and pretend to be... Go, come one step closer, please. I want to... No, come closer. Doc, you would do as well. Yeah, like this. Nice. Okay, thank you. Okay, we are standing here beside Celis now and take a rest on Setsu's cool sofa. Yeah, next time we probably go to the sealed gate cave again. That's where we will do stuff. And yeah, that will also lead us to some further super bosses. There are still like 2 super bosses left that I know of. Someone already kind of mentioned them. Like, if you paid attention, you might know which 2 super bosses we still need to face. Could also be interesting, because those 2 are certainly no easy enemies, usually. So, look forward to it, and yeah. 100 episodes of Final Fantasy T Edition was nice. Off to the next 100 episodes. Imagine. Alright guys, thank you all for watching, I really hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next episode of the Final Fantasy VI T Edition. Until then, take care and goodbye.